my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Hello everybody, this is me, Colton Johnson, with Empty Popcorn Bucket Productions. Let's just say I'm excited for this video and excited to talk about one of my favorite movies, if not my number one favorite movie of all time. If you know me, you would know that I absolutely love Back to the Future. This movie has had a great impact in my life, from just the storytelling, the culture impact of it all, and just so much more. So sit back, relax, and we'll start from the very beginning. When I say beginning, I mean me. Ever since a young age, I absolutely loved the movie Back to the Future. I would watch it on the couch with my dad. Eventually I got like the vest and I dressed up, and then it became my go-to costume for everything. I would always just dress up as Marty McFly, and it was just a good old time. So that was me in front of a DeLorean. I had a Back to the Future themed birthday party one year, and that was pretty awesome. I actually got to ride the DeLorean, which was a lot of fun. I wish I could have driven it, but that's just the way it went. But that's okay. But here's another funny picture of me dressed up as George McFly, just kind of as a joke. I was such a nerd that I did my yearbook photos for my senior year as Marty McFly. And I think these pictures look great. Very cinematic. Looks like I actually could be in a movie of Back to the Future, which would be dope. Not that they should ever make it again. But I completely look different from when I looked like this. And that was about 5 years ago, which is crazy. And my yearbook quote was this. So before I dive into my full-on review, here's the trailer for 1985's Back to the Future.
Spielberg presents Back to the Future, a Robert Zemekis film. Marty leads an ordinary life.
No McFly ever amounted to anything in the history of Hill Valley. Well, history is going to change.
And 1985 is not his year. But Dr. Brown is about to change all that.
Are you telling me you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
He's sending Marty 30 years back in time.
It's a flying saucer from outer space!
Now, he's trapped in the past.
It's got to be a dream.
About to meet
Chocolate.
his future father.
He's a peeping Tom.
Wow!
And he's making an impression on his mother.
It's an absolute dream. And he can sleep in my room.
Anything you do could have serious repercussions on future events.
Now, he's got to make his mother and father fall in love.
For crying out loud, I haven't even been born yet.
And only Dr. Brown can help him get back to the future.
Are you telling me that this sucker is nuclear? Precisely.
Michael J. Fox,
Whoa, this is heavy.
Christopher Lloyd,
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Back to the Future.
So we'll begin with my thoughts. So, first off, here's a little rundown of the plot. Back to the Future is about a boy named Marty McFly. He's a teenager. He loves rock and roll, and he gets caught up in this experiment that Doc Brown has, showing off his time travel car. And some conflict ensues, and he gets sent back to 1955, where he kind of has some mishaps along the way, including the meeting of his parents. And so before he's able to go back to the future, he needs to be able to get his parents back together so he doesn't cease to exist. This movie is so much fun. There's so much just 80s joy to it, if you will. And there's just so much about this movie that I can honestly go on and on and on and on about. But I will simply just break it down into a few fundamental things. So first, the characters. Obviously, I could relate to Marty McFly. His character is so iconic. And when I was that age, I had dreams of my own, not directly music, but my dreams kind of coincide with what I do, even though I'm not as successful as I wish I could be. But one day it might come true. But I relate to that in my own life. And Doc Brown is a fun, lovable character. He's whimsical and crazy, and he's just a good mentor for Marty McFly. And then our antagonist is Biff Tannen, who is menacing but also a joke, fumbles on his words, and if you know what I mean, like he doesn't know how to make the correct joke. But it's just a fun set of characters, and it's cool to see his parents in the 1980s and then going back to see what they were like when they were teenagers. Robert Zemekis and Bob Gale, the ones who created this movie, kind of joked around with that idea of if they would be friends with their parents if they went to high school with them. And it's an interesting idea. And I was watching a video about how this movie isn't a time travel movie per se, but it's a movie about a father and a son, and in multiple ways, because you can see Doc Brown as some sort of a father figure, but through Marty, it seems like there's some sort of misunderstanding or not really that much of a connection between him and his father when he's in the 1980s. But going back, he has to interact with his dad so he would not cease to exist. I think it's such a fun movie. Next, I'll show a clip of probably one of my favorite moments in this movie, and then I'll wrap things up. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this wonderful clip.
George, aren't you gonna kiss me?
I don't know.
Scram, McFly. I'm cutting in.
Hey, boy, you all right?
I can't play.
Excuse me.
Alright, so we see from that clip that is literally true cinema and the best part of the movie. But let me dive into that a little bit. So you can see that internal struggle from Marty McFly as he's strumming that guitar, and you see George and Lorraine dancing on the dance floor, and then it starts to get intensified with the music and everything comes together. But then some punk comes up and steals Lorraine out of George's hands, and he feels defeated, and he's like, oh, gotta go back to my ways even though I beat up the school bully. And then he gets his confidence and goes. Then he gets the girl and they kiss. I mean, at the same time, Marty McFly's struggling and his hand literally disappears. But then they kiss and Marty is rejuvenated. The picture goes back to the way it is, and the music just gets to this point of beauty, and it's literally perfect, and I love it, and I love every single thing about it. You're probably wondering why I am on the camera. Most of this video has just been audio. But hey, look at all this stuff. You know, Back to the Future is my favorite movie, and I couldn't just make a video about Back to the Future without, one, dressing up as Marty McFly, and two, showing off all the stuff that I have. But unfortunately, I don't have time for that today. So if you would like another video where I showcase all my memorabilia of Back to the Future, please let me know, and I will get a video like that here on this channel pretty soon. But I'm going to jump back into audio, and we'll conclude this video. Alright folks, that is my video today. I am so glad I was able to create this video for you guys. I did have some technical difficulties on my end with footage and whatsoever, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I love Back to the Future. It is definitely one of my favorite films. I consider it a perfect movie, and I can just watch it every day if I wanted to. And I know there's movies out there that you would want to watch every day. So please give me some suggestions, and I'd love to make videos. I have some upcoming videos that I'm super excited for. But also, I need your support. So please like, subscribe, and share these videos. It would mean so much to me if I can get more subscribers and more viewers and just engagement of my channel so I can be able to create more content. Because what's the point if I have no one watching these videos? So please share this video. It might be annoying that I tell you to, but please share this video. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.